Hey guys, ready for drawing our female character? Let's begin by drawing the sketch. As with the male character, here I've displayed the two basic references I'm going to use regarding the pose and the outfit. First, we'll begin by drawing the general action lines. Action lines are main axes representing the shoulders line, the spine line, and the main movements. We are going to use them as a guide to get volumes from geometrical shapes. I prefer working with round shapes. As you can see, I use ovals instead of squares or rectangles to draw each body part. It's definitively up to you, and you can work with any of them based on what you find easier and more useful. Remember that when drawing, you should try to reflect your own style on it. If your style is cartoonish, or if you like more upright or stiffer postures, so take all these into account when drawing the pose. Some poses are more complex than others. For example, some elements of the pictures are foreshortened. This means that a line or form is represented shorter than actual length due to its perspective. Such is the case of the feet or the arm, which are facing forwards, and we cannot see the actual length. It's important to be clear about it to be able to draw it accurately. As we did with the previous sketch, create a new layer to add the outfit. As we made it before, it gets easier this time. Simply adapt the clothes to the anatomic structure. You may need to modify some elements as you draw. For instance, here I slightly modified the head. In the reference picture, the head is tilted, but I've drawn it a little bit more upright. We may also need to introduce changes when drawing the clothes. In our case, we decided to use the boy's outfit for the girl, since it's a neutral and unisex outfit. So we just have to adapt it to the female anatomic structure. Well, another change I made is the earrings, which I've made bigger in the female character. And at this point, it's when the difficult stuff begins. The facial features. Thus, make sure you have the reference picture close at hand. If you master facial features drawing, it's great, but don't forget to compare them with the man to make sure they are the same character with different genders. Remember, we wanted to keep the same personality. After finishing the main sketch, we are going to do the same as before. Create a new layer, reduce the opacity of the previous layer, and outline, trying to add volumes, highlight details, and perfecting the results until it's ready for being inked. At this point, you can add your personal touch and your own style to the drawing. Add new details, folds, or lines you want to include in the inking. Although you can add details when inking, I recommend you to do it now to ease the process afterward. Guys, don't forget to have a reference when drawing the clothes folds. As I said before, you can get it from the internet, from a book, or a picture. You can also use as a reference your own clothes. This way, you'll be able to see which effects certain fabrics or materials cause. It's very important that you study the behavior of certain fabrics so the drawing looks as real as possible, okay? Another important thing to consider when drawing clothing is to know or to analyze where folds are caused. For example, if the arm is bent, the folds will be caused from the elbow. So take this into account to properly draw the fold's direction. We drew baggy jeans for the guy previously, remember? This time we draw them tighter. Although it's up to you, you could even make them the other way around. It's just a way of introducing changes and add a unique touch but keeping the personality of the same character at the same time. Now I'm going to change the facial expression of the character so it's similar to the boy's face. Our male character had a friendly look, but this girl has a sort of fierce look, right? So I'm going to change it by slightly modifying the facial features. Again, if you don't know how to draw them, observe your reflection on a mirror or look for references. I'm constantly mentioning the importance of references because they do matter. You can also observe the facial expression you made in the previous sketch and try to copy it in a new one. Perfect, our female sketch is ready, and in the next lesson we'll be inking and coloring it. I hope that you liked the video and see you in the next one.